Okay, let's dive right in. We're gonna talk about something your money desperately needs, but that you've probably never actually given it, and that's real, meaningful rest. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Are you actually letting it work for you, or are you just running it into the ground with worry and neglect? We live in this world that's constantly screaming at us that if our money isn't moving, or hustling, or flipping, then it must be falling behind. Well, today we're gonna challenge that whole idea.
You know, most of us fall into one of two traps. On one side, you've got anxiety. That's the person refreshing their brokerage app a dozen times before lunch, stressing out over every tiny little dip. That's not a strategy, it's just stress. And then, on the other side, you have neglect. This is when you just park your cash in a savings account where it's literally losing value, losing purchasing power every single day. And here's the thing, both of these extremes, they're just different kinds of unrest.
So, here's the crucial point, the big idea. Your money doesn't need to be overworked. It needs a smart, calm, and comfortable place to grow. It needs a hammock. Yeah, a hammock. And by the time we're done here, you're gonna know exactly how to build one. First things first, let's figure out why our money is so exhausted in the first place. There are 3 pretty common profiles that lead to total financial burnout. Let's see if you spot yourself in any of these. First up is the neglector. This is the person whose money is just sitting there in a checking account. And it feels safe, right? But here's the brutal reality. If inflation is chewing away at 3% and your bank is paying you what, 0.01%, your money is actively shrinking. It's not resting, it's slowly, well, kind of rotting away. Next, we have the hustler. Oh, you know this person. The constant trader, always chasing the next hot tip. Jumping in and out of stocks, selling at the first tiny sign of trouble. But what do the numbers say? Well, study after study shows that the more people trade, the worse their returns tend to be. You feel productive, but all that movement is often just costing you a fortune in fees and bad emotional decisions. And finally, there's the avoider. This is the person who knows they should be doing something, but the whole world of finance just feels so overwhelming that they end up doing nothing at all. They keep putting it off, and while they wait, the single most powerful force in all of finance, time, is just slipping right through their fingers.
So what's the solution to all this burnout? It's a concept that feels totally counterintuitive, but is just so incredibly powerful. The art of strategic patience. See, it's not really about doing nothing. It's about putting your money in the right place and then having the discipline to just leave it alone.
I love this analogy of planting a tree. It's just perfect. You give it the right conditions for growth, good soil, water, sunlight, and then you trust the process. You don't go digging up the roots every week to check on them, right? That constant tinkering, in our case with our portfolio, only damages the very thing you're trying to grow. Okay, so what do these financial hammocks actually look like in the real world? Where are these smart, calm places we can let our money rest and grow? Let's break down a few of the best options out there. All right, let's look at some of these awesome rest stops. You've got index funds, which are kind of like a slow, steady walk through the park. Your money is spread out across the whole market, just growing steadily. Then there are dividend stocks. This is basically money that pays you to sleep. They earn income that then buys more shares, and it just creates this amazing snowball effect. Bonds, they're like the meditation of finance, giving you calm and stability. And retirement accounts like a 401k or a Roth IRA. Come on, that's your money resting in a tax-protected luxury suite. So if this is also effective, why isn't everybody doing it? Well, because the hardest part isn't the strategy, it's the psychology. It's the battle going on in our own heads. We are wired to believe that action equals progress, and the whole financial world just preys on that instinct. These right here are the enemies of rest, that cultural pressure to always be hustling, the FOMO you get from seeing someone on social media bragging about some huge gain. Active trading, it gives you this illusion that you're in control. And survivorship bias means you only ever hear about the winners, never the thousands of people who lost. It all creates this itch, an itch to do something, even when doing nothing is by far the smarter move. And look, the data on this is crystal clear. Over the long run, passive investors, the folks who just buy and hold something like an index fund, consistently outperform the vast majority of active traders. And why? Because they aren't sabotaging their own returns with emotion and fees. Patience literally pays off. All right, let's make this really practical. You don't need a finance degree to pull this off. Here is a super simple 4-step rest plan to build that financial hammock and let your money finally get the rest it deserves. Okay, here's exactly how the plan works. First, schedule it. Automate your investments. Pay yourself first, right on payday, before you can even think about it. Second, protect it. Keep your investment money separate, and maybe use a 48-hour rule for those big, unplanned purchases. Third, experiment. Find the mix of these rest spots that actually fits your personal goals. And finally, and honestly, this is the big one, release the guilt. You have to stop feeling like you're not doing enough. Remember, patience is the strategy. Doing less is doing more. Just let this sink in for a minute. Real wealth isn't built by the person who's clicking buy and sell all day long. It's built by the person who sets a sound plan and then has the discipline to let that plan work over years and decades. It really is a marathon, not a sprint.
Ultimately, the whole goal here is to have your money working for you, quietly and effectively, in the background of your life. So the only question left is, what kind of resting place, what kind of hammock are you going to build for your money starting today?